Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we're doing a similar video to the video idea I had yesterday. What if there was a polling era in the 2022 midterm elections and the governor's races? So that's assuming there is a 2020 or 2016 polling era similar to those where it underestimates Republican support by about 3 to 4%. So let's get right into that. This is not my official prediction because I do think the polls are a bit more accurate than they were in 2016 to 2020. So California and Hawaii, these states really would not be competitive. Alaska, Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, Ohio, Iowa. States are just usually solid on their own anyway. Maryland, Massachusetts, these are pretty safe pickups for the Democrats, and even a polling error like 4% Republican bias or something wouldn't save the Republican candidates here because they're down by like 30 points each, basically. Uh, did I do all the safe Democratic states? Colorado, it shows the Democrat up by like 19, so even in the worst case scenario, I think the Democrat still wins in a blowout here. Let's get into this. All right, first state. Greg Abbott. It so far shows him ahead by 7 to 8%, but if there's a polling error, he's ahead by over 10%, which makes it a safe state. If there's a polling error in Kansas, it's currently a toss-up race. My real prediction's still Republican, but if there's a polling error, it's probably likely Republican. In Florida, even in DeSantis's, well, actually, on average, he's ahead by like 6-ish points, I would say. So I would say it would be like the high end of likely and possible safe state if there's a polling error. In Georgia, if there's a polling error, he's ahead by about like 8 to 9%. Let's see here. Next states. Oh, yeah, forgot Vermont, New Hampshire. These are just safe in general. Not even a polling error will really change the results of them. Rhode Island would go to likely. Connecticut would actually go to lean, I would think, if there's a polling error by like 4%. Actually, yeah, it would go to lean. It would be like a 4% Democratic victory if there's a polling error here. In New York, I'm pretty hesitant because I think on average the Democrats are ahead by double digits. So would that shift it to likely? I would say no. I think it would still be a safe state overall. The state of Maine, it would go to lean. I don't really think the Republicans have a real shot at flipping this state, even with a huge polling error like in 2016 or 2020. Pennsylvania, even with a polling error, Josh Shapiro will still win here. He's just outraising his opponent by so much and just outfunding him in terms of TV ads that the Republican here really doesn't stand a chance. Mastriano's going to lose, and I'm willing to bet money he's going to lose. In Michigan, we kind of have the same story with Tudor Dixon. She's really has no real shot here. Every poll shows her behind, and even if there's a polling error, worst case scenario, Gretchen Whitmer wins by 3 to 4% against her. In the state of Wisconsin, on average, it's like a tilt Republican race. So if there's a polling error about like 4%, it would go to like 4.5%. So that would be in the category of lean Republican. In Minnesota, if there was a polling error, I mean, it's a little bit closer than Michigan polls, but still, it would only be lean Democratic. The Democratic governor would still win by like 2 to 3%, even with a 4% polling error in favor of Republicans. And these last few states here. If there's a polling error in Arizona, currently it's a tilt Republican race, it would only be lean Republican. In New Mexico, currently the Democrat is like ahead on average by 6 to 7 points, I would say. So even if there's a polling error here, the Democrats should still be able to pull it out by a pretty narrow 2% margin. Now in the states of Nevada and Oregon, if there's a polling error, the Republicans should win here comfortably, like by about 4%, 4.5%, or something around there. And currently in Oregon, the poll shows it as tilt Republican. So if there's a polling error, then Republican will win here by a lean Republican margin. So that's my prediction of the governor's races if there's a 4% polling error in favor of Republicans. Let me know what you think of this video idea in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.